Today, I'm going to show you two different ways to solve this problem. The first strategy I'm going to use is the base 10 block strategy. To do that, I'm going to draw each number. I'm going to separate these numbers into its tens and ones. Now I'm going to draw the first number, 29. 10, 20, and 9 more. Then I'm going to draw the second number, 57. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 7 more. Now I need to put these together. It's super important you always start with the ones because you might have to regroup. And I'm seeing here that I'm definitely going to have more than 10 because I know 9 is really close to 10. So I'm going to make a new group of 10. When I circle that group of 10, I'm going to cross it out and add it to the 10 side. I just traded it out for a bundle of 10. Now I can see how many ones I have left. I see I have 6 ones left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how many tens we have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. When I put it together, I get 80 and 6, which makes 86. So my answer would be 86. Let me show you a different way to solve this. For the next one, I'm going to use a number line. I'm going to start by drawing an open number line, where I start at my largest number, 57. Now, I need to make 29 hops. So to do that, I'm going to break 29 up into its tens and ones, 20 and 9. Now, I need to make 20 hops, but I'm going to do that by skip counting by tens. 57, add 10 more, 67, okay, 10, 20, I've made 20 hops now. And when I add 10 to 67, I get 77. Now I need to add 9. I know that 9 is only 1 away from 10, so my answer is going to be really close to the number 87. Because if I were to add one more to this, it would be 87. But 9 is 1 less than 87, so I predict that it might be 86. Let me check by doing the hops. I'm going to take 9 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to count on 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. I ended at the number 86. Now you'll notice here I took 10 hops and I showed it by just writing the number 10 above it. Here I took 9 hops by themselves. So here I skip counted by 10 and here I skip counted by ones. I ended up with my same answer, which was 86. You might also choose to solve this by decomposing the numbers 29 and 57 into its tens and ones. Watch as I use this strategy. 29 breaks up into 20 and 9. 57 breaks up into 50 and 7. Now I'm going to start by adding my ones together. 9 and 7. 9 plus 7 equals 16. I know because if I take 1 from the 7 to give it to the 9, I get 10, and then I have 6 left. I could also count down by going 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I need to add my tens. I have 20 and 50. Start with 50 because it's a larger number, it's easier for me to work with. 50, 60, 70. This last step is super important. The last step is to add the 70 and the 16 back together. When I add 70 with 16, I'm going to break that 16 up into 10 and 6. So I know I need to give one more 10 to 70, so I'd have 80 and 6. I get my final answer is 86. Let me show you one more way you might solve this. To solve this mentally, I could also solve it like this. I know that 29 is really close to the number 30. So if I take one number from 57, take 1 from 57 and give it to the 29, I'm going to create an easier problem. So I'm going to take 1 from 57 so that this now becomes 56. And I'm going to give that one to 29. When I add 1 to 29, I now have 30. Now, this is a very easy problem for me to solve because I have a number that is made up of just tens. So 30 plus 50 is 80. And then I have 6 more. When I add 80 plus 6, I get 86. These are a couple examples of ways you could solve the problem. You might also choose to use a different strategy like drawing a picture or using the hundreds chart. Make sure to choose a strategy that works for you and that is accurate.